I wish old phones came back.
Flippies.
Wish they did old flippies, bar phones.
Hey, bro. Give me a... Hey, if they can find a way to bring the sidekick back, I'd get a sidekick.
I want a Nextel.
Hello?
I want the one with the walkie-talkie feature.
Yeah.
Hear that Nextel chirp? Coming to you from Crunchyroll HQ, this is the Anime Effect. Each week we bring you the latest news and views from the shows you love. It's pop culture with an anime lens.
Today we are bringing you anime news this week, like what you can look forward to this anime. A couple of specials coming to Crunchyroll this week. The coolest news from CCXP and more.
Wait, there's more.
I am your illustrious host, Nick Friedman, back from the dead.
He was on death's bed, y'all. No, I'm kidding. He was not. Back from assignment. It's your boy, LeAlec Murray.
Back for another week. It's Alex Level.
Is this your third week in a row?
I think so. I think so.
We're on an Alex streak right now.
Yeah, we are.
Leah is out on assignment, but that's okay because Alex is here so that we don't have an empty seat. And that's the only reason why.
That's the only reason I'm here.
And it's Oops All Boys.
Oh, Oops All Boys.
Hell yeah. Last week it was Oops All Co-hosts. This week it's Oops All Boys. What are we doing?
I'm starting to think these aren't accidents. There's no more oops.
There's no more oops.
The three of us together, if we can stand it, we're going to see just how powerful the effect of anime
really is.
You guys like music?
Beep, bop, boop.
Yeah, dude.
I think I've heard of it before.
Name your top 3 music.
Tar.
Okay. The Kate Blanchett composer.
What do you mean top 3 music?
Mario.
Who's doing the most music today in 2026?
Probably Terror. They just released their 10th full-length album. That's
of the
pretty
year?
nuts. No, of their career, but
okay.
That's a lot of music.
I'm not if they've been around for like 40 years.
I think it was like 24 at this point. So,
Okay.
I mean, average-wise, but that's still a lot.
I mean, there are
10
There are
albums.
2 seasons of Survivor every year.
Yeah, but that's not music.
That's how we're at 50. What do you mean?
It has music, but it is not music.
Say that to the Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol on Survivor season 50.
My answer is Larry June.
Guys, Yoasobi is going on tour.
Woo! This is cool.
This is really cool.
The tour is powered by your friends here at Crunchyroll. I mean, not us specifically,
Not
but
us. Yeah,
the larger
company.
Royal we.
Yeah, the Royal Crunchyroll.
This is the first time Yoasobi's been on tour, right?
They had a smaller tour, but this is...
they
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Right?
Yeah, and they've done smaller venues before, but these are arenas, which is amazing.
I do love
This
an
is
arena
incredible.
show. Bro, they're going to be at the Hollywood Bowl. That's legit.
So Yoasobi's Never Ending Stories North American tour is going to kick off in August, and we had to start the show by sharing it.
Hell yeah.
Which show should we go to? There's Boston, Brooklyn, Hamilton, Seattle, Oakland, and Los Angeles.
We got to do the Hollywood Bowl show, bro.
Yeah,
we got to do the bowl show, bro.
That's iconic. The Barclays Center is a good place to see a show.
Have you been to Barclays?
Yeah, I saw Nine Inch Nails there.
Oh,
and it was pretty incredible.
That had to be sweet.
Yeah,
now that's a lot of music.
That's 9 whole musics.
9 of them. There are 9 musics.
9 musics. Trent Reznor, Trent Reznor, Trent Fez.
The TD Garden might be a nice one. That might be a nice one.
Yeah.
I thought you said something else.
You stop it.
What?
The TD Garden.
Oh.
You stop it.
Why you gotta do this?
It'll make sense once I explain what I've been watching.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alex
All right,
exclusively watches Keijo. Anyway, you will know Yoasobi from hit songs featured in series like Oshinoko, Beastars, Friedman.
Yep.
What are you waiting for? Anyway, you can get the full details at Crunchyroll News.
Hell yeah.
What? Are you guys going to any concerts this summer? Is it summer yet? It feels like summer here
It feels like summer.
in Texas. It's like 800 degrees here already.
A little Childish Gambino for you.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't planning. There are some shows that are coming that I want to go to, but I haven't really decided. Like, I know Don Toliver is going to be here. His last album was incredible.
Chuck E. Cheese's band is going to be here.
Oh my God. J. Cole will be here tail end of the summer.
Cole J is coming after that.
Is he performing music or is he playing basketball?
He's doing stand-up.
He's probably doing both.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. Baby Keem is going to be here.
Nice.
Currency is going to be here. There's a lot
Baby
of like...
Keem. Is that a Benjamin Button situation?
What do you mean? No.
Is it Baby?
No, it's not. Anyway, Yeah, those would probably be like probably some of the
Nice.
top of my list, I think. And just to point this out, because I'm looking at the tour list on Ticketmaster.
Whoa! We don't need to give Ticketmaster.
Yeah, no, we don't need to give them any money. Hatsune Miku's gonna be here.
Miku Fest.
How do we get Miku here? Like in here, this room.
You know what? I don't know, bro. We gotta talk to Miku's people, I guess.
Miku's people.
Oh, Kid Cudi's gonna be here too. That'd be a good show.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's canon.
It's canon.
I'm only going to shows with Alex this summer. We have.
You guys went to one recently, right?
Yeah, we went on Friday.
We did.
Friday
It
night.
was great. It was
really
one of the
good.
sweatiest rooms I've ever been in, but it was so much fun.
Shout out to Bill Murray.
Shout out the home team.
Yeah. Shout out Gang.
Yeah.
Gang.
Shout out Tony Hawk.
Shout out Trey.
Tony
We
Hawk.
met a guy named Trey who just kept dapping up my brother-in-law. The whole show. He would like look back and like give him the eyes and be like,
How many drinks did he have?
they were pounding
How
back
many did he
Michelob
not
Ultras,
have?
bro.
I think is it-
never
How many did he not have?
I have never seen so many Michelob Ultras in one, like...
Michelob
short
Ultra
period of time.
Instinct, I think at that point.
Michelob Ultra Instinct.
That might be the name of the episode this week. The
Michelob,
audio
yeah.
episode. Michelob Ultra
Oh man,
Instinct.
Tech 9 and E40 are gonna be here.
No, Alex and I are going to see Franz Ferdinand.
Oh really?
Does that count as summer? Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
August
it's
is summer.
Yeah, it's
August
August,
is summer.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
Alex.
yeah.
August is summer.
Yeah.
And Good Charlotte, right?
Good Charlotte.
Yeah, they're coming with Avenged Sevenfold. right? That's the
Really?
tour, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Actually,
And then like a lot of in heavy music, usually summer specifically like June and July. That's festival season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for everybody,
yeah.
particularly in Europe. So
it's like that for hip hop too. Like
yeah.
it's really big for some.
a lot of the tours are like now and in the fall.
Yeah.
And so there's kind of a gap. But
Sure.
this summer I'm going to Outbreak Fest in the United Kingdom, and that lineup is
Look at
stacked.
you,
That's so
sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
He's going across the pond.
He's going to the pond.
It's gonna be insane. That lineup is.
He's gonna get some fish and
nuts.
chips.
Can you bring me back some M&S chicken Alfredo, the frozen chicken Alfredo?
Yeah, I'm bringing back a whole crate of
I just want
Nando's
candies.
for everybody.
Hell yeah.
We have Nando's here.
But it's not the
now.
same.
But it's not UK.
The
Nando's.
M&S chicken Alfredo, if you live in the UK or France, I think they're also in France, it's the best chicken Alfredo I've ever had. And I've been to Italy. So,
We'll see how it fares after 16
Being on a flight
hours
for
in
16
in my suitcase.
16 hours in a pressurized tube
Yeah.
in heat. We're doing the most music. Do you want to get into the show with me and and all of us? Do we want to go into the show?
Yeah,
now?
we should do the show thing.
Potentially.
We should do the show.
Okay.
Go see Yoasobi. Actually, you know what? Challenge for everyone.
Yes.
Get outside. Go see a concert.
He's like, touch grass.
Yeah.
Touch grass.
Get out there,
No,
touch
seriously, like go outside, go see a concert. Like
There's nothing like
there's
live
nothing
music,
like
baby.
live.
You'll have a
music,
great
man.
time.
I absolutely love it. You'll have a great time. But speaking of good times,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about what we're watching. Dig into what we're watching right. Yeah.
Right now,
I'm watching
Right, yeah.
the eyes of my beautiful boys.
I'm watching this on my screen. You think I'm looking at the agenda,
Yeah,
but
no,
really, I'm.
Did he just say agenda?
Agenda. He said
Yeah.
agenda. We look. If you know how many meetings we've had today, you included, you would understand.
I think you're on mute.
I think you're.
Alex just keeps sending the vomit emoji. I didn't even know you could do that on Zoom.
No. Young Nicholas.
Ooh, am I up first?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm watching a lot right now. I'm watching.
Yeah, I think everybody is,
I think I'm
man.
on 14 shows right now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all anime. I'm so behind on my non-anime television. But I want to give a special shout out to a series that not a lot of people might know about from this season. You know I love a good rom-com, some
That you do,
slice of
sir.
life
That
in
you
there.
do, sir.
May I introduce Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku?
Oh, this one's on my list, actually.
Yes. So this one's streaming on Crunchyroll, part of the spring season. It's airing right now. I think I just watched episode 3 or 4 last night. Mm-hmm. And it is about a young otaku in high school who's really into... it's effectively a Pokemon analog, but it's called Glittermon.
Glittermon.
And he's like super obsessed with it. He's like, he wants to read the manga. He's like watching
Wait a
like, the
minute.
specials, like all this stuff.
Is Glittermon a thing by
Like
itself?
anime.
Hold
I
on,
don't think
hold
it
on.
is.
It should be.
And these two girls at school who are gyaru, they're gals, one of them basically, he catches her make like a reference to Glittermon, and it's like,
Wait,
there's no way, right?
Right.
And then she makes like another one. He's like, okay,
hang on.
Wait, that was not a coincidence.
So approach it, like they kind of connect about it, and she's like, no, just my little sister's into it. My little sister's into it. And then like the whole like bit for the beginning of her story is like, anytime she geeks out about Glittermon, she's like, and because my little sister's really into it. And he's like, okay, like it's okay if you like it. Anyway, her best friend, who isn't into Glittermon but just kind of hangs out with her, starts hanging out with, like, they start hanging out, the three of them, and then there's kind of some little crushes forming between the three of them. And I saw Alex perk up. He's like, wait,
what?
A triangle?
Romance?
Wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, and so it's kind of a fun little, like, will they, won't they, like,
cool.
humorous with the Pokemon analog on Glittermon, and they're like buying blind boxes.
Glittermon!
All the like tropes that happen in like high school romance where it's like, oh my gosh, do you want to come over to my house after school so we can draw Glittermon in an art context? And he's like, I've never been in a girl's room before. Like all that kind of stuff happens. But
And then his like the top half of his face turns blue as he
he
gets nervous. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the worry lines.
Yes, the worry lines, and it's lots of blushing, but it's really good. It's very wholesome.
Hell yeah.
So that's my rec on Crunchyroll. Watch it.
Alex?
So, as was so kindly pointed out to me before we started, I tend to say a lot of shows anytime we always ask for one show.
Listen, they make fun of me for having a bunch of shows, all right? Alex had like 10.
We're all watching a lot of shows all the time. But you think about it, like, I mean, hey, guys, if you're listening and watching, if you want to prove me wrong and you want like 15 recommendations every week,
we can give you. We can give 15.
I've just been using this as my Tumblr, so I will stop doing that.
It's where he's using us as his anime letterboxd.
2026, Alex is using this show as his Tumblr.
But yeah, I started Marriage Toxin.
Oh, that one is on my list. I haven't started
enjoying it.
Yes.
It looks great. Like it's very well animated. It really does. The action hits. It's a very clever concept that we've seen kind of like elements of it before, but never in this package. And it's just like, it's serious and then it'll hit you with something funny unexpectedly and you'll laugh. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Nice. I love the idea.
Yeah, the manga's solid. So
let me give you a pitch on Marriage Toxin. It is Undead Unluck meets Spy Family.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Without the zombies.
Yeah, without
there aren't zombies in Undead Unluck. Have you seen it?
There's like mythical creatures, mysticism. There's not not like
individuals
humans
with powers similar.
But there's like ghouls.
Ghoul.
Are you with me right now?
I don't. I watched half of that show and then stopped it and forgot. But I mean, they're not fighting only humans.
No. But it's not like they're not zombies or ghosts, right?
There's some sort of something's not right.
There's something strange in the neighborhood.
Something's a little weird in
Something's
here.
a little off about these guys.
Anyway.
Apologies for not remembering Undead Unluck.
He's like, there's ghouls.
Okay, I've realized what happened. I mixed up with Zom 100.
I knew it. I was just gonna say, did he? Oh,
because Marriage Toxin has that splatter art.
Yes.
Yep.
So clean up on aisle paint at Lowe's. Forgive me for having my mind elsewhere, because as I mentioned before, I'm going through Grand Blue Dreaming. And I gotta say, this show may be in my top 5 now.
Okay, did you watch season 1 recently?
Last week.
Because the whole thing with Grand Blue is like, it's been a long time since we got new Grand Blue Dreaming.
Yeah. And
wasn't it like 12 years or something like that?
It was something insane, and I think that helped build it up, because I was always intrigued because the scores were so high. I think we kind of talked about this last week, but it's so silly. And maybe that's just a point that I'm at with my anime watching, where I need something to make me like cackle, and this show makes me cackle. For the chucks, man.
Okay, so I should watch
just need it for the chucks.
It's
okay. You know me better than anybody.
Yeah, I think you specifically would enjoy it.
Okay. Marriage Toxin and Grand Blue Dreaming both streaming on Crunchyroll.
They are. Have fun. Lee, what about you?
With Story of Wand and Sword.
Let's go.
Season 2. I
like that. Hold on. Take that again. Season 2.
Season
Yeah, you did. You did the hand thing. Yeah. That was cool.
I absolutely loved season 1, and I'm only like an episode and a half into season 2, mostly because I fell asleep on the second episode. Not because it was boring. I was just tired.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, hey.
Because if it's a certain time and I'm watching a screen, there's a 75% chance I'm going to fall asleep.
Exactly. And the later it gets, the danger Will Robinson. Like,
and then you wake up during the ending theme and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? And you're trying to rewind it and you just go back to sleep.
On my phone, like drooling, and I'm like, oh, what happened?
Who are these people?
Yeah. I am so excited to dive back into this world with Will and his friends, especially because, like, I think mainly because I love fantasy stories with the character that is out of place. So, like, for instance, I love Black Clover because
I was gonna say Black Clover.
Asta is out of place amongst everybody, but he still finds a way.
Will is a sword user in a world of wand wielders.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But
say that.
That was great. And they set and I think what I love about, like, when new shows come back, there's some shows that will come back and they will set the pace immediately. Yep. When you're going into episode 1, they set the pace
absolutely
immediately.
It picks up right after the end of season 1.
Yes, they don't hold your hand. They're just like, if you didn't watch season 1, tough luck. Go back and watch season 1, because they're like, here's what happened at the end. Here's what they're doing now. And at the end, it's like the biggest, like,
oh my God.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be celebratory, and they're like,
do you watch Wisteria?
No, but now I'm intrigued because the main character's name is Will. Yeah. And that's very rare in anime.
Yeah.
Would you, I know it's usually like Kyle or Steve.
Steve.
Or Broski.
Broski.
Do you, would you call Wisteria One Sword underrated?
Yes.
Okay. I agree with that. I think if you're watching the big shows this season, if you're watching Demons of the Shadow Realm, if you're watching Witch Hat Atelier, start Wisteria.
Yeah, Wisteria should be on your list. If you are a big shonen fan,
yes,
Wisteria should be on your list. And I felt like this with season 1. Like, I saw, because originally it wasn't on my radar for season 1.
The animation's fantastic.
But I saw the animation of, like, Will's first fight. I think it was, like, against that rock golem.
Yep. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm in. And the way that they present magic and the way they do magic, and then the way that they, like, especially in that last fight of season 1, the way that Will, like, kind of gets incorporated into, like, fighting alongside magic but not having it, like, it's a really good balance.
Because he can't use magic.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
And you get a lot of this lore from this world of, like, I think the most recent episode was it where you learn about, like, the dwarves.
Yeah.
And why they can't fight.
Yes.
Even, like, do not sleep on Wisteria. It's very good.
It's very good.
I'm getting, like, Mashal but serious.
Yes.
Vibes.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly. It is Mashal but insanely serious. Yeah. Because, like, with Mashal, like, you never get, and I love Mashal, you never get the stakes. Because Mashal is just like, I'm just going to punch my way through it. But that's not what you're here for.
Yeah.
But with Wisteria, you are here for the stakes because you understand, like, in season 1, Will impresses on you through, like, his character and his dialogue, like, this is why it's important for me to reach the tower. My friend is there. I have to be there. His
childhood best friend.
Yeah. And
is one of the super strong tower spire
wizards.
Wizard.
Wizard. And
lots of W's.
Yeah. And he impresses that upon you the entire first season. And then they pick it up in the second season, and then it all comes crashing down.
Yeah.
Which is great. So I can't recommend this show enough.
Dang. Good picks, y'all. Wisteria One Sword, also on Crunchyroll. Just as a reminder, we talked about Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku, Marriage Toxin, Grand Blue Dreaming, and Wisteria Wand and Sword Season 2. They're all on Crunchyroll, guys. You can watch them right now.
Add them to your list.
Add them to your list. Let us know what you're watching. Now that we've talked about what we've watched, we're about to get into the headlines that we mentioned earlier. So stick around and you can learn more. It's the news, y'all.
Howdy.
There's a lot that happened. There's things that are happening, we need to talk about them.
True.
So let's get into
it.
It's gonna be anime.
It was until that happened.
All that I do.
It's not working. Just say the news. Just give the news.
I got some news for you.
Maybe that worked.
Okay, I'll stop. I feel like people at home are like, what the hell?
We're going to get copyright struck.
Yeah.
No, it's parody. I'm Weird Owling it. Anime 2026 is nearly upon us, y'all. By the time you listen to this episode, it will actually be the very first day of anime.
Yeah.
We're celebrating all month long here at Crunchyroll. Let me tell you guys about a few things that are going on. One, Chainsaw Man the movie Rezear.
Kicking off anime early.
It's kicking it off early. By the time you're listening to this and watching this episode on YouTube or on Crunchyroll, you can watch Chainsaw Man Rezear on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And you should.
Because it's incredible.
If you haven't seen it, but you have seen season 1 of Chainsaw Man,
yes,
you must go and watch it right now.
Absolutely.
Then come back to this episode and finish
Well,
it.
then leave it on, still watch it, put it on mute, listen to this episode.
It's kind of like the Pink Floyd
Yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
This episode aligns perfectly with the
really
first 45 minutes.
meaningful
of Chainsaw
ways.
Man.
Disclaimer, it actually does not.
Does not. It actually.
We don't know that for sure.
We don't, but we're pretty sure.
We're pretty sure.
I'm not so sure.
99.9.
We didn't test chamber this, so
Yeah, it's kind of like when they on like cleaners, they're like 99.9% of germs eliminated. Because if you eliminate all 100%, then none of us are here anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's out. Also, you guys like free anime, right?
I do.
Let me tell you about some free anime.
The swimming one?
For free.
No, but haha, very good, my friend. No, Crunchyroll. Our friends over on the Crunchyroll social team are hosting YouTube watch parties
Oh,
yeah.
all month long.
Hell yeah, brother.
I think the first week is out and public, but it's Action Week.
Yep.
There's gonna be some cool shows. I think Sentence to Be a Hero is part of that. I think
Yep.
Solo Leveling is a part of that.
Yep.
You don't have to watch it live. It'll be available for up to a week afterwards. So if you, for some reason, are watching this show and listening, and you're not in on the subscriber game just yet, and you want a little sneak peek, head over to YouTube, or even if you just want to like watch along with friends,
Yeah.
you can do that. And then of course you can finish the rest of the seasons on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, and I've heard this episode also syncs up with the watch party.
Yeah, this syncs up perfectly with
Specifically
the
with the watch party. Syncs up. Yep.
And actually, anything that you think of that has audio, if you mute it right now, you'll find that this show
Syncs
fits
up
pretty perfect.
perfectly.
You know what my dream is?
What's that?
My dream is that someone takes like an audio clip from our show, and it becomes a trending TikTok audio. That's my dream. The ultimate, like, you ever, has that happened to a podcast that you guys have listened to where like it reaches outside of the fandom of the podcast and becomes a trending audio?
Yeah, it's happened.
This happens with my brother and me.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a few times.
What did they said they call it breaking containment.
Yeah.
It goes viral. That's my
terrifying.
dream.
That actually does sound terrifying.
Well, we say we're okay. We say stuff that's good about anime.
I mean, we do, but I mean, just the phrase breaking.
You guys don't have the dreams that I do.
I do have a dream of getting discounts on membership and merch in the Crunchyroll store.
Right.
And you know what? Anime is bringing that dream to life.
Yes.
What a time to be an anime fan, specifically in the month of May.
It's anime. Alex is going full promo mode too.
He is,
He's like
yeah.
looking
Yeah,
into my
full
eyes
promo,
while he's doing it. Anyway, you can get a full rundown of what's going on for anime all over the world via Crunchyroll News.
The world.
And yeah, just start anime off right, guys.
Hell
and
yeah.
as you all know, Anime Awards are coming
Yeah.
in May also. So
Yeah.
it's like kicking it off with Chainsaw Man,
Full blitz.
ending with Anime Awards. We've
Engage
got
8.
some cool stuff to show you in May.
We do. That's why I was on assignment.
Some of the results of some of those assignments that had been gone on. Anime. Celebrate it. Hashtag thumb and pinky.
Catch it.
All right. Next up. This is probably the biggest story of the week.
Might be the
for-
biggest one of the year.
Yeah.
To be
So
completely
far.
honest.
What was the meme? Kagurabachi is real? Was
Yeah,
was that the
Yeah,
Kagurabachi
meme?
it was
real.
everything. what the hell, Lois? I'm Kagurabachiing with Peter Griffin.
Kagurabachi is getting an anime, y'all. The time has finally come after months and months of speculation and rumors. And to be honest, like, it's here. I don't know why I had to be honest for that.
Yeah,
I don't know why you had
But
to be
they
honest
announced
either,
Kagurabachi is coming. It premieres April 2027. We got a teaser visual and a teaser trailer.
Looks so good.
It
dude.
looks so good.
Yeah.
They have nailed the aesthetic. I can't wait to see it in motion. Is it Cygames Pictures?
Yeah, it's Cygames Pictures. So they
it's-
go under Cypic now is what they go
Is that
under.
the studio that did Umamasu?
Yes, they do all of the Uma Musume.
Umamusume.
Yeah, they have. This is an interesting addition to their catalog.
The
Is it
Summer
though? I think it
Hikaru
makes
died.
complete
Yeah, they did that one too.
sense. Oh, they did Summer Hikaru died.
yeah,
Okay.
but like interesting in a good way. Like it completes
This is a great pick.
the like Infinity Gauntlet of genres. For
It,
them.
I
it
just
does.
have to say, I think a lot of people who are kind of new to anime, they come in through series like a Chainsaw Man or a Demon Slayer or a Jujutsu Kaisen. This is the next one.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
I think this show is going to be absolutely massive.
So the mangaka, I saw a note from him on Twitter. I think it was yesterday. When they did the reveal, and he goes, "Hey, do you guys remember how cool that Rock Lee and Gaara fight was?"
Yep.
And we were like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Well, that's our show director."
That's the director.
And I was like, "Yo!" So he wanted to put a lot of emphasis on the fact that like we know that the action in this has to be
this
like
is going to be generational,
incredible, and it has to be generational, and like. That scene, like I tell people to this day, one of my favorite fight scenes ever is that part of the tuning exam.
He pops the weights off.
When he pops the weights off and he's like, I'm just gonna beat now. Like that is like and that's honestly how Rock Lee became my favorite Naruto character. Is him popping off them weights and just giving Gaara the business.
Yeah, like Korn's Blind plays in your head.
Oh my
and you're like,
God.
you never heard the song before, but it just appears in your mind.
It's just thumping in the back of your brain.
The fight that launched 1 million AMVs.
Hell yeah. It really did though.
Yeah. And I'm excited for this show to also be that.
Yes.
It's already kind of been that for a generation of fans when the manga came out and the internet just like popped off and went the hilarious route with memes. But I also think this is going to be one where the community is going to come together and just express their fandom in the coolest ways.
Yes.
And I cannot wait to see it all. Especially as I'm going to be honest. I mean, Nick was being honest earlier, so I'm going to be honest.
It's happening.
Okay.
The show's happening.
The manga has gotten so much better over the course of the run.
It really has.
You can feel the creator growing with
You can, which is great. And I love series like that where you feel the and it's not because they feel the weight of the series themselves. I think they just figure themselves out as they're going along.
They're locked in. They're in a flow state now.
Exactly. They get in a flow state and they're just going. So like I'm a little behind on the manga, but like I think I'm in chapter 80, I think. And I'm like, this is incredible. I mean, like the dialogue is better, like the presentation and like how the characters show up. And Chihiro is just a great protagonist.
It's always
such a great protagonist.
It's always, and I promise we'll keep going on the news, y'all. I always get kind of like, it's always kind of bittersweet when a show. This is like graduation.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. It really is. When you get optioned for an anime, you are graduating.
There are series that show up on that. We talk about it on the show every year, but I think it's the Anime Japan manga we most want to see adapted list. And this, I believe, Kagurabachi.
This show showed up for like 3 years or however it's been in publication.
2 years at least. And so when we finally see something, I think Solo Leveling was on.
Yeah, Solo was on there. Yeah.
When it graduates, it's like.
Man, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There was a day where I think I looked up after a while and was like, I've read 12 chapters in a row.
Dude, it's so addictive. Like it gets so good that like you're just like at one point like because I'm catching up, I had just read like 10 chapters. I'm like, where have I been for the last hour? Like just reading Kagurabachi.
Okay, I'm sure we'll have plenty more to say about Kagurabachi as more is revealed ahead of next year's debut. Speaking of debuts, CCXP Mexico happened over this past week. And while we were not in attendance, as we were last year. Well, I was.
Look at me, my name is Nick, and I got a check.
They revealed.
You're not living that down.
They revealed a number of shows that are officially coming to Crunchyroll, including Hana Ori-san Still Wants to Fight in the Next Life.
Let's go.
Which is kind of like a gaming isekai. Like it's not a gaming isekai. It's like he like was a video gamer
hitting the button.
But before it's like a reverse isekai. He was a demon lord and then he was reincarnated. Into high school.
Right.
So it's kind of Devil is a part-time.
Right. And then the hero was reincarnated.
Also into high school.
Also in the high
Art
school.
style, if you watch the PV, it looks pretty unique and interesting. Like the main character has a cool character design. Reborn as a space mercenary, I woke up piloting the strongest starship.
I'm actually excited for this one.
I'm in. Say no more.
I'm say no more. I'll take it.
You can't say anymore because you told me what already happened.
We have Rich Girl Caretaker, I'm secretly the caregiver of the most popular girl in this rich kid school. I love it when a show says exactly what it is.
Just says exactly what it is.
Skeleton Knight in Another World, season 2.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
The Bony Boy's back.
Bony Boys.
And let's see. I'm saving my favorite for last. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat, season 2. And rounding things out, manifested on this very show.
It actually was. It was.
Smoking behind the supermarket with you.
Let's go.
Guys.
It's a good lineup.
Get ready to have a new favorite slow burn platonic romance.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah, Smoking Behind the Supermarket is great. It's a great title.
So good.
Yeah, man.
You can get more details, you watch trailers, check out the key visuals on Crunchyroll News.
Why am I getting Tenchi Muyo vibes from this reborn as a space mercenary?
Tenchi Muyo mention 2026.
We did it.
We did it.
Closing out the news this week, more stuff's coming to Crunchyroll.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You thought I was done. There was the stuff from CCXP.
But wait, there's more.
Now there's more. Let's talk. Okay, something coming to Crunchyroll soon. The return of Lord of Mysteries.
Oh, dude, I am so excited.
With 3 special episodes.
Hell,
Every episode is special in my book.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
It's a great show.
That's really
It's an incredible
I'm just
show.
being
the
honest.
sweetest thing you've ever said.
It is an incredible
Just
show.
kidding. 3 special Lord of Mysteries episodes will arrive on Crunchyroll starting June 20th. You can get more details at Crunchyroll News. How about something that's out right now?
Right, man?
You love that? I
You
love
mean
when I'm
now?
listening to something that's like, available now.
Oh, I love
like,
that. I
Available
love a-
now, bats. Like,
I love a
something like
surprise.
that.
Check
drop,
under your
man.
seats.
Love a surprise drop.
The quintessential quintuplets,
Quinn!
one of my absolute favorites, has 2 specials that were
Oh,
released
it's 2.
in 2023 and 2024. And both of them, count them, 2 are now available on Crunchyroll.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go watch them right now. See
Okay.
y'all later.
See
Thanks
ya.
for
Show
joining.
closed.
Bye. Just kidding. We have a fun segment coming up, guys. But yeah, if you wanted more from the world of quintessential quintuplets, they just keep giving us more. And I'm happy about it because I love it. I love all my girls.
And I love being able to round out the just like to give everyone every little thing. If you're obsessed with this show, we got you.
Do I need to watch Quinn?
Yeah.
I think I've asked you this before.
Yeah. Have you seen it? You haven't even seen it, Alec, have
No,
you?
I have a lot of merch.
Stolen Valor.
Yeah, I do.
Stolen
yeah,
Valor!
It very much is, but I blame a certain someone who distributes hidden figures on our desks
Oh,
for
my
Oh, okay.
Okay.
leaving a lot of
So let me finish Makin because I haven't finished that yet.
Oh,
I'm like right in the
man.
middle.
Too many losing heroines?
Yeah, let me
So
finish.
good.
Let me finish Makin, and then I may go to Quinn because
Okay.
I know you've given me a bunch of recommendations that I need to.
It's so cute. I love it. I love the ski trip arc. Oh my gosh. That's all I got.
So you got?
Yep.
I mean, that's a lot.
That was a lot though.
You're welcome.
And
I
that's
worked really hard on
Thanks,
it.
buddy.
Yeah. I appreciate your honesty. That's it for the news. Next up, we're going to head into the anime courtroom.
Boom.
Dun dun
That's the song? That's the Law and Order. Boom,
Law and Order.
dun, dun.
dun dun.
Click, click, boom.
Hear ye. Or whatever people say in court. Okay, guys. Today, we're bringing you a bit of a new segment, kind of inspired by Alex's baseball take.
Oh, my
from
God.
a few
Inspired
weeks
by
ago.
my real life.
I will be the defendant
Wait,
defending.
you gotta tell him the name of the segment.
It's called Anime Courtroom. It's
There
pretty
you go.
straightforward. We'll workshop it. If you guys have good suggestions for the name of this segment, Anime Courtroom's like pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty good.
It could be better.
If you want it to be better, let
Yeah,
us
if
know.
you want it to be better.
Hear ye.
It should be like the People's Court thing. To my right,
I owe Alex
Nicholas
$20.
Friedman. He is going to defend Evangelion.
I don't
And the
have to
ending.
defend Evangelion. Okay.
Alex, the opposition, is to my left, and
Today-
he will be.
It doesn't say that LeAlec introduces the segment.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
I am the defendant today. My position is the original ending of Neon Genesis Evangelion is the best of the 3 endings of Neon Genesis Evangelion. The Pachinko ending is not canon. And then we have Alex, who is the opposition.
Dun, dun.
Everybody boo him. Boo.
Whatever. I don't care.
L's in the chat.
Not L's in the chat.
And
Do not
LeAlec,
put L's in the chat.
our honorable judge, will be deciding who wins. What? I don't know. How does court work?
I don't.
The loser is going to federal prison. I
Oh
think.
my god.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jesus.
stakes are high.
Can I get an isekai mallet? Can I get one of those?
Is this violating my rights?
No.
Okay. Just to make sure I'm like.
What rights are you violating?
To speedy expeditious trial.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 3.
It's actually Cullen game.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Your Honor, may I state my case?
Yes.
Objection.
Oh my God. Objection.
Sustained. Wait, you say it.
Yeah. Young Nicholas, make your case on why the original Eva ending is the best one.
Okay. Evangelion is a series that I consider to be accidentally profound. That's not in that it wasn't intended to be profound, but the profundity of it is found in the circumstances of its creation, the circumstances of its original ending, the reflection on that time period and that production in the later endings of Evangelion, all serve to build a narrative around why the original series is as incredible and beloved and iconic as it is.
Okay.
Central to that point, to that legacy, is the original ending of Evangelion. The how would you say it's like metaphysical? It is a metaphysical ending. It is left open to the interpretation of the mind. As in the last few episodes, we sort of travel into Shinji's brain as he experiences the molding of all of humanity's consciousness or whatever.
Yeah. Just call it singularity. Yeah.
Whatever. Well, singularity is more like technology and humans.
And just keep going. Yeah.
Anyway, some people think it is an ending where everybody dies, nothing matters. Some people think it's an ending that's actually quite hopeful, and the story is really about the journey of this singular boy who is traumatized by his upbringing and forced into a war.
So millennial.
Basically, basically finds himself and the will to move forward on his own terms. I think the fact alone that it is up to interpretation creates better art, creates longer lasting art, and allows different people to connect with it on a different basis. Okay. Quickly, the end of Evangelion, which is the movie follow-up, is effectively in conversation with the ending of the original series, where people complained that it wasn't clear enough. What happened to the characters? Did they win?
So people wanted a definitive ending.
Yes, and the end of Evangelion says, okay,
here's what
everybody's dead, and it's all your fault. You, the viewer, it is all your fault. I'm not a nihilistic guy. I'm not a pessimistic guy. I like a happy ending. Okay. Maybe that one's a little selfish. Then you have the rebuild films, which recontextualize all of Evangelion in 4 movies. That ends with effectively an alternate timeline happy ending, which I love. I think it's a great ending. But again, the rebuild ending, all good. The end of Evangelion ending, all bad. The original series, up to your interpretation. Which means it's all of ours. I rest my case.
We will now hear from Alex.
Objection.
Disagree.
Sustain.
Oh, I knew you were going to disagree.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
I think that you're wrong.
Okay.
No, I don't necessarily think that you're wrong, because
Alex is like, actually, you make some really good points, and I kind of agree with you.
I think so. So the rebuilds, to your point, give it kind of a happier ending.
Yeah.
And in my mind, while I do enjoy that, that can't possibly be right. There's nothing about that series.
Like, I have like a sinking feeling.
Yeah, like they cannot be happy.
Okay.
And I need them to not be happy. That's, again, more of a selfish thing.
Yeah.
I do think that the ending of the original series ends up being artistically profound, and it has almost a little bit of like a Twin Peaks vibe when they kind of forced David Lynch to close the storyline. And then he had to figure out the rest of the show afterwards, and it led to wacky stuff, which I believe is direct from the Criterion Collection description of the series.
It leads to
wacky stuff. Super zany show. But I also think that a lot of viewers do need narrative catharsis as
like
well as
direct
emotional
closure.
catharsis.
They need to be told.
Yeah, they need to know what happened, and I think that can help them understand what they've seen better, because if it's too open-ended, then you're not quite sure maybe exactly what you're supposed to learn, other than I'm supposed to feel real bad.
Unless you're smart.
That is rare.
Speaking from experience, as someone who is not smart.
I do think, and I mean, the way that the accidentally profound ending came about was rectified by the resources that were granted to make End of Evangelion. So I think that was the ending that the story needed, even if it wasn't a feel-good ending.
Certainly wasn't.
Yeah, and I think that helps put a nice ribbon on the show. So maybe it's not the most profound or artistic or the one that makes you so introspective, but I think it needed to put that end cap on the series and make everything after it feel like bonus content in a way. So you just keep getting rewarded for sticking with the franchise. Whereas you have, I enjoy when stories have a beginning and an end, and you can play within that, and that is just because it's good doesn't mean there needs to be a ton of it. Right. And I'm not saying the rebuild movies are bad or anything, but I like when things get wrapped up and you can analyze them from that perspective.
I think one of the important things about the rebuilds is that they're in conversation with the rest of it. I think about, what was it? Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
Yes.
Right? That is an animated series, and they just could have easily reanimated the Scott Pilgrim movie or the comics. But what they did was create this weird, like, pseudo sequel to both the live action movie
and the
original comic that is fully self-aware while also providing a new perspective. That's what the rebuild films do. It's like the perfect way to create a legacy sequel without undermining the impact of the original.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that point.
Yeah.
And I like the rebuild movies, but I didn't necessarily need them, if that makes sense. Where I felt like I did need the end of Evangelion in some form or fashion to actually know what happened. Like, yes, I appreciate watching his inner monologue and the manifestations of his conflicting emotions, but I also would like to know what happened because I've been watching the show for like 12 hours. And I need to know what's going on. So
maybe you watched too much at once.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. I think that as an ending, the end of Evangelion is my personal and hopefully this court's opinion.
Who are we talking to? Are we talking just to the judge?
Of the ending of the series, even if the series ending is doing some really cool things.
The real answer is all three of them are the ending of Evangelion. You need to
the real answer is the friends we made along the way.
Also, what's that Yoko Taro one going to be? What's that going to be?
I don't know, man. This could be interesting.
I feel like I ask that question every time it comes up.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do in court. Closing statement?
I think we just made our closing statement.
I think we did too. We did like the whole thing in one. My closing statement is Alex is wrong.
Okay, I heard you guys out. Unfortunately, for you, Nicholas, I'm going to have to agree with Alex. Even though I do agree that I think there's something cool about being able to manifest your own ending based off of a show not hand-holding you.
Yes.
With a show
I am smarter than Alex.
With a show like Eva, I think that there is some hand-holding that needed to be involved. Because I think the show gets to a point to where it kind of like, there's so much, it's so dense.
Yeah.
And with a show like that,
just like Nick, so dense.
With a show like that,
complimentary.
You have to. There has to be a bow. There has to be an ending.
Listen, I'm one of the people. I don't know that there's many of us that think that the ending of Pan's Labyrinth is open to interpretation.
Yeah, I mean, so
I choose to believe that she's alive. Everyone's happy.
Let me give you an example, like from my perspective. So, like when they did the original Full Metal Alchemist, I felt like the end of the original Full Metal Alchemist was too open. Especially like, even though you got Shambhala, like the film after that, still felt like it was too open. I'm like, okay, what happened? But what happened?
Yeah.
But when they did Brotherhood, it was closed off. Like you knew what everybody was doing. You knew how like Ed and Al's life turned out. Like Mustang. Like you got the endings that you not necessarily wanted, but you needed them. And I feel the same way about Evangelion. Like that is a show that even if the ending isn't favorable, it is favorable to the story that they were telling.
Yeah.
Because that show goes places.
Yeah.
And the only way that that show can end is bad for everybody.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Disagree. I will be filing an appeal.
The next episode, he's filing an appeal.
The next episode is just me
Doing paperwork. Yeah.
Hey, Nick, we got to get to the news. Filing my appeal.
So I guess sentencing is delayed.
Herefore, therein.
That was actually really fun. I actually like that.
Fun.
So we will have to do that again. Either way, please tell us if you agree with my judgment or not. I know somebody's going to come for me in the comments, but that's okay.
Nah, they're all just going to dunk on me.
Yeah, maybe. But it's time for my favorite part of the week. I really missed this. It's time for fan service.
Let's go, fan service.
Welcome back.
Hello.
This week, we are hearing from y'all in the YouTube comments. In the comments of the comments for the YouTube. Thriller. In our previous episode, we'd asked fans what the coolest power systems we've seen in anime were. Thriller shares their top choices.
And they are
Hunter x Hunter,
Yes.
Jujutsu Kaisen,
Agreed.
One Piece,
Of course.
and World Trigger.
Ooh.
My top 4 power systems.
I'm not familiar with World Trigger.
I want to watch it. The one review I've heard of it, and this is this is from someone who is very familiar with the show. It says like you have to be smart to watch World Trigger.
Oh my
And if
God.
you're
Oh, so
not-
me, but not you.
yeah. So I can't.
Here we go.
After the
Here we
debate
go.
we just
This
had.
is the
but
one they're doing like a full remake of.
I
think so.
It
Yeah.
looks really cool, and
Yeah.
at Anime Japan, I saw a bunch of people in World Trigger cosplay,
Yeah,
and
people,
that intrigued me
people
a
really
lot.
like World Trigger.
This is
World
the one,
Trigger.
the main character kind of looks a little like Gabimaru.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Same barber.
Same barber. They go to the same barber. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then Caitlin the Savage has an interesting question for us to
I
consider
love a
this week.
question. What does Caitlin say?
Okay.
Oh no, Kaylin.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If we can cross one of your favorite anime over with one of your favorite non-anime franchises, what would it be? Go. Alex.
I guess it's not quite a franchise, but it's a genre. I want the cast of JJK in hardcore. I want them at shows in the pit. I want to see
beat
what
the shit out of
moves.
people.
Yeah, I want to see what moves they're doing.
He's like, I want to cross over Jujutsu Kaisen with real life.
Yeah,
That's what Alex
That's
is.
my non-anime franchise is my life.
get them to a God's Hate show.
Yeah, exactly. Watch them like team up with Brody King and jump on the crowd.
I am so into that.
Because I also feel like they would help organize the crowd. I'm like, all right, tall people on this side,
Yeah.
so the short people can see. Here's the section. Here's the time. Here's how we coordinate. Like it's time to two-step. It's time to spin kick. Like
I love it.
Let's
I love it.
get them in
Who's
there.
crowd surfing first?
Of
Yuji
course.
for sure.
Yuji is the crowd surfer,
Yeah.
bro.
But that would be so much fun, and that would lead to so many great videos.
It would. It would. I'm down for that. Young Nicholas.
Let's see. I think I would love to cross over Mob Psycho with the Remedy verse. So Alan
The
Wake.
Jason Mraz.
Whoa!
Wow.
Somehow I just like blinked and I'm like sitting in someone's basement in New Jersey playing Star Wars: The
He had
Clone
a-
Wars on GameCube, listening to the Remedy.
He had
by
a That's
Jason
So
Mraz.
Raven moment. He's
2003. Jesus, Alex. The Remedy verse, which is Alan Wake and Control.
yes.
If you have played either of those video
they're
games.
so good.
Because I love the idea of like Mob, Reagan, and Dimple rolling up into like a gruesome murder, supernatural murder scene and being like, what's going on
But
here?
they're the exact same. Reagan takes nothing serious.
Yeah.
Mob is a ball of anxiety, and Dimple is just being Dimple. Like that's
they show up to the bureau. What is it in Control? The last house? The
Yeah, I
oldest
think-
the oldest
oldest
house.
house.
The
Yes,
oldest
the
house.
oldest house.
And they're like investigating like these anomaly like items, like a fridge or a chair.
TV.
Yeah. I think that would be really fun. We need that
hell yeah.
now.
Hell yeah.
I just love Mob, dude.
Hell yeah,
Mob
dude.
Psycho's so good.
Go vote.
Go
Go vote. Yeah, because the mob poll is right now for the anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it'll be over by the time this comes out.
Yeah, it ends on the 30th.
You should have voted.
You should have voted on the mob thing. Yeah.
Anyway, you will in the past have had the chance to vote for your favorite Mob Psycho 100. This was not planned.
It's not
favorite
planned.
Mob Psycho 100 episodes, and then the winners will be shown in theaters
It's true.
for anime nights.
Hell yeah.
Lee, do you have one?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna have to say My Hero and Marvel vs. Capcom. That is my answer. That is my answer.
The most Lee answer ever.
Duh.
My Hero Tag Team Fighter would kick.
Slap.
Yeah.
Like a 2D Arxis, like...
I need it because there are so many like outside of like Class 1A, of course, but there are so many cool like quirk users in My Hero that we don't get the opportunity to really like explore. And I think the best way you can do that is through like a fighting game.
Ooh, like Mount Lady and it's just her feet. Oh wait, that sounded wrong.
It sounded very wrong. And
I just mean it's a, like it's a big foot.
I got you. Alex is dying.
It's like fighting Master Hand.
You have
in
killed
Super Smash
Alex.
Brothers.
Alex is dying.
I'm so sorry, Alex.
But I think
that's the soundbite that's gonna go viral.
You manifested
you
it.
manifested
Not
it,
lady, but it's just her feet.
Yeah, but I also think about that because that Invincible fighting game is coming up at the end of the month. And that's been a cool way. Like there's a lot of characters that are involved in that we don't really see in the show a lot, or we do and we don't really get to see the full grasp of their powers unless you've like really read the comics and really been a part of that. So I think that would be a good way to kind of like flesh out that universe, give us a really good fighter.
I'm picturing the like newscast fight scene from Anchorman.
Everybody just shows up with a random weapon. Oh man.
It's a weapon-based fighter for some reason.
Yeah. Just
the opposite of what My Hero should be.
Yeah, exactly. Out of nowhere.
Anyway, thank you for writing in, Kaylin. That was a good question.
Oh yeah.
As always, you want to submit your questions, comments, or anime musings to the Anime Effect Podcast. That's us.
This us.
You can do so at got.cr/anime effect questions. That is got.cr/anime effect questions. Reminders. 1. You can go listen to Witch Chat. You can go watch and listen to Witch Chat.
Witch Chat.
The official Witch Hat Atelier companion podcast by the Anime Effect, hosted by Lena Lemon, Tim Liu.
What up?
Friends of the show.
So much fun.
Friends of the show.
You got to go check that out. I think they're on episode 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think it'll be
episode 5 by the time this is out.
Yeah, I think 5.
You can go check that out. Also, as a reminder, in case you're listening and you're like, where'd they go on YouTube? We are now officially on the Crunchyroll Presents YouTube channel, which is your new home for all of the cool stuff that we're doing at Crunchyroll, including this show and Witch Chat.
Live content, y'all.
And guys, there's so much more planned for this year.
Y'all don't even know.
You don't even know. There's a spread. We have a spreadsheet.
A smorgasbord.
We have a spreadsheet, and there's formulas in it.
Ooh. Not formulas.
That's how serious I'm taking it. Also, leave us a 5-star review. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Really helps us out.
Catch us if you can.
Catch me if you can.
It's a good movie.
It's good to be back. Lee, you ready to take us out?
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Anime Effect, brought to you by Crunchyroll. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
The Anime Effect is hosted by me, Nick Friedman, LeAlec Murray, and Leah President, who's not here. But today, Alex Lebel is.
I'm here.
We are executive produced by Leah President, and it's me.
Gotta give
Nick
yourself
Friedman.
2 credits, huh?
Same name, different game. Our marketing producer is Carlos Salerno. Special thanks to Sean Michael Colon for editing and mixing this week's episode.
Hell yeah, brother.
We'll be back next Friday with more anime to talk about.
Are you coming back next Friday?
He might.
You just have to watch to find out.
Oh!
Wait, I have to watch. Okay, bye guys. It's been
Later days,
it's
y'all.
so nice. And
There's nothing you can do about
There's
it.
nothing you can do about it.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Bye bye.
Bye.